gotta get ready today. Today I'll be telling you guys some crazy friendship middle school story times because now that I'm no longer in middle school, I feel that it is only fair that I'm allowed to share my stories. So this story is gonna revolve around literally one of the craziest friends I have ever had in my life. And I wouldn't even say she was my friend. She was literally just a bully that was in my friend group. I will be so real with you. We're gonna call this girl Anime. Literally just because she always tried to make me watch anime. She really liked anime. I have no shade for that, but put a little bit more of this because my other one's orange. So basically this story starts when I meet this girl in 6th grade. We weren't ever like super duper close in 6th grade, but like we were like, when she got there, she was like kicked out of her friend group, or she left her friend group to be a part of a friend group of boys, where she later ended up not being in that friend group because she dated all the boys in her friend group. I have no idea, and I'm not a part of her business, but that's like, we kind of met through mutually being friends with the same people. 7th grade is when we really started to get to know each other, and that's when everything went downhill. I had an ex-best friend in 5th grade who became her best friend around 6th grade, and that's totally fine, I don't care, but I ended up joining the same friend group later on because I left another friend group. Worst mistake ever is I ended up joining the friend group with my ex-best friend and that girl. She said so many things, I just like don't know where to start. Oh my gosh. Okay, one time we were at lunch and she legit said something about my dad, about me not having a dad. And I think this was in 7th grade. Fast forward in 8th grade, we're at snack, and literally she whispered to her little buddy who is my ex-best friend, let's call her Banana. Anime whispered to Banana and was like saying stuff about my dad in front of me. And literally it was just so upsetting because Banana was like not trying to tell me because she didn't want to be like, when we were in 7th grade, I think me and Anime were playing on the playground and she legit called me the N-word. There's nothing really that I can say about this. This was like our big falling out, and before this we had gotten close just because we were in like the same friend group and stuff. I stopped being friends with her for about half a year. I continued to be friends with her, continuing 8th grade and everything. Lovely. This girl loved to tell me lies about other people, but not just any type of lies. She would tell me lies to make me feel bad about myself, but I will explain it. Basically, anytime she could get me alone with just me and her, she would like start spilling all the goss that she knew. And that goss happened to be about me, apparently. She would tell me that all my close friends were talking bad about me. Even like Banana or something, she would try to get me and Banana to fight a lot because she was close with Banana and she didn't want me to like Banana. I had so many arguments with Banana because of Anime telling me that Banana was talking bad about me, and with one of my best friends at the time, she would also tell me that my best friend was talking bad about me. Let me just say, nobody in this friend group stood up for me. Every time this girl would say something mean to me or something about my personal life in front of everyone to embarrass me, no one would stand up for me in this friend group because they were all scared they would make drama. Totally fine. I mean, great. I just had to fend for myself. One of my friend's birthday, I wasn't able to go on this beach trip, and apparently a lot went down at this birthday party because apparently someone was talking bad about me. Anime came to me and told me that my ex-best friend, well, my best friend at the time, was talking bad about me. And I still to this day have no idea if this is true or not, and please let me know down in the comments if you guys think it's true. But I decided to rekindle my relationship with my best friend because I like trusted my best friend, and I just thought Anime was telling lies because she always told me lies about people talking bad about me. And a lot of people were fake. Like I couldn't tell what was real and what was fake. Even my current best friend is no longer my current best friend, and middle school is no longer my current best friend now. So It's just like a lot of things were super, super rocky in middle school. Oh my gosh, that just got on my shirt. I'm not happy about that. I'm gonna tell y'all one last story and then I will end out this video. Basically, me and the anime girl that I was talking about, we're naming her Anime, and the rest of my friend group at the time were sitting down where we usually do while we're having break, like recess break. And she literally, during this time, I was just talking and she would just say stuff that was so out of pocket and rude while I was talking, and I was like just getting annoyed at this point. And mind you, by this point she had said a bunch of rude things, she'd said a bunch of lies and things, and she just overall was not a good person to be around. She would brag about getting grounded and all this stuff, and it was just like, wow, okay. Then basically I was sitting down and she'd said something about something and I wanted to be, couldn't hear what she said, and I literally was like, hey, can you repeat that? And she was like, listen harder. I remember this is the point where I just like couldn't take it anymore with her, and I was like, I said some unkind words for sure, and then I was like, why are you being so rude? And then she was like, and also I totally do not, I'm not saying just get mad or whatever, like I shouldn't have gotten mad and like that, and but it was like, you have to know it was very valid because I had been dealing with this girl for years. Like she would just bully me for years and say stuff, like say she was my friend and then say rude stuff in front of people, and it was just like, wow, okay. Like, anyways, that's when like it was the end of the 8th grade year by then, and we just like honestly stopped being friends.